The outline, like outline stuff.
You're still thinking too hard.
Yeah.
Isaac, do you want to help him out? What goes in number 4?
The scamp.
What about the scamp? Like which scamp? Is it the hand-drawn one or is it the digital one?
Digital.
Yeah. Yeah, you're and it says it right there, you booger. Ivan, look at the name. Scamp Design. It is your actual design. It's your actual brochure. Goes in number 4. It's too early in the morning. Right, Ivan?
Yeah, so I was about to say that.
Yeah, no problem. Of course, you know me. I'm hyper the second I wake up. Plus having coffee already helps. Okay. Your low res is the lower resolution of your main project. Okay, we haven't done that yet. I'm going to show you how to do that today. And this is going to go to your client. All right, we give them a low res version so it doesn't crash their computer because they probably don't have the kind of computer we have. In addition, number 6 is the high resolution one. This one will most definitely crash their computer. It's high res, it has printing marks and all kinds of stuff on it. I'll show you how to do that today. And this one goes to our printer. Okay, right now, 5 and 6 should be empty because I didn't show you how to do that yet. But if it's not empty, heck yeah, I'll give you some extra credit. All right. So some of you guys are saying in the chat like, oh, poop, I did it wrong. And that's totally okay. All right. If you turned it in on time, I'm happy. You can totally go ahead, unsubmit it, resubmit it again with all the proper stuff in it. Make sure that you relink your pictures. Like if you move any files, because or else they'll like not show up and it'll be a mess. And I'll go over that as well. Okay. And just make sure that you tell me, like when you turn in it again, like this is a resubmission so that I know not to mark you late for the assignment. Does that make sense? Okay. And you guys, just like last year, you can always continue, finish, or make an assignment better as long as you turn it in on time to begin with. Cool? I mean, even if you don't, I'll still let you do it. Okay. And if you're a person who's online and you always have your camera on, I don't deduct late points. So there's some incentive for you. Okay, so that is the file setup. You are turning this whole thing in. All right, Alia, what is this called? There's like a term for it. This like file with this
it's like at the tip of my tongue.
Think of a fancy room at a hotel.
Something sweet.
Yes, excellent. Design suite.
There you
Very
go.
good. This is the design suite. It's a design suite, you want to think about, that it has all the different essential elements that you need. Very good. Okay. Another thing was you were asked on your cover page to make sure that you have a picture going all the way to the bleed. All right. The bleed, you have your margin, okay, where like the text should hopefully be inside of the margin and not out. You have the edge of your document or the paper or the line. And then this red line that goes past the outside cut line of the paper, that's your bleed. All right, so on page 1 was the only one where you were required to have that. If you have it all over the place, that's cool. But that was the only one. So taking that picture all the way to the bleed means that you take it all the way from that corner, top, all the way to the right, and all the way to the bottom. Okay, that's what that means. All right, the next thing on there, let's see, was your layout. Okay, so in your Scamp Design, in the main project, folder 4, you should have your pages laid out like this. All right, so it should be 3, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5. And the reason for that is, remember when we had, where's my little piece of paper? When we had our little piece of paper that was numbered so we know like how the trifold brochure actually lays out. That is how those pages lay out. So it needs to be in that order. So when it goes to the printer and it gets folded, it opens up in the correct manner. Okay. Ben says that's confusing. Oh my God, it is. That's why I had you make this, because it's really hard to understand how these pages lay out if you don't have this little paper model in front of you to play with and open. I agree, Ben. All right, so they should have been in this order. They shouldn't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, no, no. They shouldn't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I mean, that's how they'll show. When you're in pages, it'll show page 1, page 2, page 3, because you can't change the order. But as long as you have your cover page here, you have that important artwork here, the artist's opinion here, and then the timeline, you're good. Okay? All righty. So if you screwed anything up, feel free to like unsubmit it and fix it and resubmit it, and then just let me know it's a resubmission so I don't take away late points, okay? All right, let's go see. 4 of you are naughty. Let's see how many of our graphic design 3 kids are naughty. Let's see, graphic design 3, dun, 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 dun. I better see. One of you is a disappointment. Oh, it looks like Josiah. He looks really guilty right now. Is it you, Josiah? I'm gonna see who it is. It is Josiah! Bad Josiah, bad. Get out. Please don't get out. Oh, I could tell from your face. You were like, uh-oh, here we go. Okay, get it turned in. What's wrong with you? Alrighty, so that's what's going on. I did. You brought shame upon the 9 realms, Josiah. Alrighty. I think I spent a lot more time second hour yelling at them because I'm done now. Okay. Oh, is that a Thor reference? That sounds like a Thor reference. Is that a Thor reference, Carlos? Mo. Oh, okay. Aren't there 9 realms in that? Nice of you to join us, Cameron. You missed my whole speech about everyone being lame and not turning in their assignment. Well, I mean 4 of them. Let's see if we can publicly shame you. Look, one person already turned theirs in. Is Cameron one of the shamed? He is! Cameron, you are one of the shamed. Turn your project in, loser. Okay. There, you've been shamed. Welcome in. Okay. Hunter says he's the only lame one and everyone else is cool. Alrighty. Let me save this. Okay. So I think then what I'm going to do, we talked about the next project last period, didn't we? James? We talked about the last project, didn't we, James? Yeah, okay. Let's see. I think I'll do the exporting the PDF doc this period, and then when I have you in the afternoon, I'll do the next project. Let's do it like that, because that was a little disjointed. Okay, so go ahead. Let's open up Adobe InDesign, and I want you to open up your project. Go ahead and do it with me, and this is being recorded, and I'll label it differently so you know that, like, this is the video that has how to export your PDF files in it. Okay, someone asked me to do that, and I thought that was a really good idea. All right, so we're going to open up Adobe InDesign, and we're going to have our file up. I'm going to find one where I actually have the file in there, something interesting. Let's see. Yeah, that one has something in it. Okay. Let me get my notes out. And you guys right now, you should be opening up your Adobe InDesign project, because I'm going to show you how to make and export your PDFs. So we're going to start with a Preflight, and then we're going to make the low-res PDF and then the high-res PDF. And then yesterday, if you guys know Amanda Ilton, her mom actually works for the city of Maricopa and is like the only person that does any kind of graphic design there, and she self-taught herself. So she also has a really cool tip for us on how to do like an auto check for spelling in Adobe InDesign, which I had no idea you could do. So very exciting. Because us designers don't pay that much attention to spelling because we're always focused on the design. So that'll be really nice and helpful. Okay, are we ready? I would like to see a thumbs up from you. No, you can't give me a thumbs up. Well, a thumbs up in the camera or an I'm ready or something like that in the chat. Awesome, yes, yes, yes. Do I get a thumbs up from Alia? Do I get a thumbs up from Carlos, Hunter, Isaac, Isaiah?
I need to log back in. Give me a moment. For some reason, I'm logged out.
Anthony says, thumb up. Ooh, Ben. Ivan's ready. Woohoo! Lexi's so ready. Awesome. Hunter's ready, Freddie. I dig it. Thank you, sir. Isaac's ready. Yes. Cameron, get that project turned in. Gian, get that project turned in. Josiah, get that project turned in.
I hate how everything's laggy when you first open InDesign.
It takes so long at first. Like the little, yeah.
Oh, it crashed. Okay, cool.
Fun. That's nice. It's just saying good morning. Thank you, Hunter. Awesome sauce.
It says on my computer, InDesign is unavailable now. What is happening?
Are you hooked up to, well, obviously you're hooked up to Wi-Fi. Because InDesign is like, it requires the internet. And if it just keeps crashing on you, Alia, definitely, what am I trying to say? Definitely take notes, and then you could go back and I don't want you to have to like stress out the whole time. Isaac needs to reassign links. Yep. That happens. This one is also perfectly linked. I think I want to screw some stuff up on it so that it doesn't work as well. Let's see. I'm going to take this one and move it so that I get an error. There we go. That'll help. And then I want another error here. Okay. Oh, Alia, you're just not having a good morning. All right. I think Alia is the only one with an issue. Tissue for your issue, Alia. Let's go ahead and I shall show you how to, first of all, do your pre-flight. Your pre-flight is a check before period and then forward / 24 pin tech. You got that backwards. All right, so pre-flight. You'll have your document open, and to do a pre-flight, it's basically just a list that makes sure that everything is how it should be and you don't have any mistakes in your project. So you always want to do a pre-flight before you start making your low-res, high-res PDFs, because you don't want to make those PDFs and then realize later, I made an oopsies. Okay, so you're going to go to Window. From Window, you're going to go down to where it says Output, because you're going to take your project and put it out, turn it out into something else. And then from the Output menu, you're going to go to Pre-flight. I am sharing my screen, right? Okay, good. I've been screwing this up a lot lately, these last 2 weeks. All right, so Window, Output, Pre-flight. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. Please let me know if I'm going too fast. All right, with Preflight, we get this little window here. Preflight is turned on. And then we're just gonna do a basic working profile. And you'll see right here, there's errors. If you do not have any errors, this area is going to be blank. That's what we want. We want that to be blank. And on the bottom here, you'll have a green dot and it'll say 0 errors. Okay, you guys don't see it? Do you want me to go back? Window, output, and then Preflight. All right, and if you don't have any errors, then that's awesome. All right, you can see for me, I have an error on links and an error on text. And then down here, it has a red button. You got all of them. I have the errors. And you're gonna see I have 2 errors, okay? So if I go to the little arrow next to where it says links, you also see it says there's 1 in parentheses. All right, it'll tell you how many of those errors you have. So I'm gonna do the drop down. And you'll see if I hover over it, it says 1 error in this category has been detected. Click to show or hide the list of errors. All right, based on, Lexi has no errors, nice. All right, based on it, it'll tell me like how many of those errors I have. And it tells me I have a missing link and there's 1 of them. So then again, I can go to the button down and it tells me this picture right here on page 6 has a missing link. Okay, and keep in mind, these page numbers are not our page numbers. We have 3, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, but you want to think in Illustrator or in InDesign, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the problem is right here on this last page, okay, which means it's this big one. And you can see right here, I have this red dot with a question mark inside. That's telling me that's the picture that is a problem. Okay, so I can click right here on this and it'll take me right to the picture. That's the problem. Just in case, you know, I don't know where it is, I can click there and it'll direct me to it. Okay, what I need to do now is either click on this question mark and then go ahead and find where I put the picture. Let's see, where did I put it? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to relink it. Now, this picture should be in your assets folder. So if it's not in your assets folder, before you relink it, make sure that you move it to your assets folder and then link it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit open. And now you'll see that that error goes away. Now it says I just have 1 error. And my error is a text error. So I'm going to do the drop down. And I have an error of overset text. And there is 1 instance where I have this issue. All right, overset text means you have a text box and your text is still going past that text box. So again, I can hit the arrow, I can click on the page and it takes me right to the text that has overset on it. And you can see right here, I have that little marker that's telling me that there's text outside this box. So I can just kind of stretch this box out a little bit and the error goes away. Cool. Now I have absolutely no errors, and now I'm good to go and start making my PDF. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that now. Does anyone need me to go over any of that again? Cool. I don't see anybody needing anything, so I will move on. Please stop me real quick if you need me to do it again. All right. We are, yeah, if you have no errors, you did a good job. Alrighty, what we're going to do now is we are going to make our low res PDF, okay, the low resolution one that is going to go to the client. So we're going to go to File, and of course we're going to save. Okay, we're going to save all the work we just did because we just linked everything. Everything is perfect. Save. If you do not save, you're going to regret it later. All right, everybody saved it? Now we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Export. File, Export. Okay. Now, of course, it should be the correct name. Where we're going to export it to is going to be that 05 low-res PDF. So find that file on your computer. All right, low-res PDF. 05 low-res PDF is where it should go. Pretty sure I have that file here somewhere. There we go. Low-res PDF. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and hit format. Should be an Adobe PDF print. Okay. You'll notice there's also Adobe PDF Interactive. This makes everything RGB and available for web. But we're going to print this, so we're going to do Adobe PDF print. Alrighty. You said you'll label this recording differently, right? Yes. Yeah, I think I'm going to name it like low-high res PDF, and then it'll have the name that it usually has after that. So you'll be able to see that it's a little different. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Now there's 9 million options. To open a zip file, you just double click on it, and then you'll get a folder on the side. Yep. Thank you, Hunter. All right. What we're going to do next is on the very top option, it says Adobe PDF preset. And there's a drop-down menu. We're going to go and change this one to smallest file size. Okay, smallest file size.
I think I did this right without you guys going over it on Sunday.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I thought I did it wrong because I was like, how am I going to, wait, what am I doing?
What am I doing? How do I do this? I am going to be so impressed if you got all of them too. I'll be so proud. My babies. All right, next we're going to go to the pages section. All right, so right here is the pages section. Yeah, see, I have an error too. Do you see that? Yep. We haven't done one of our settings yet, so you'll see an error. And if it's a different kind of error, like something popped up on your screen, send me an email of that so I can see. And let me make sure I have my email up so I can see when you send it. Okay, that was the sound of me shrinking the email window. All right, so we're going to go to pages, and we're going to make sure that we select all because we want all of our pages to show up. When it says export as right underneath, you'll notice that pages is selected. This is bad. If you have pages selected, it's going to show up. It's not going to have our pagination on. Okay, how we arranged our pages all special. It's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on separate pages. It'll be ugly. So what we want is we want to change it to spread because we want the custom spread that we made. We want it to show up like that. Okay. We're going to leave create separate PDF files unchecked. We do not want separate PDF files. We want one nice PDF. For viewing, we're going to leave it at default. We're going to not worry about open in full screen mode. We don't care. But we are going to make sure that view PDF after exporting is checked. Okay, we do want to be able to see our PDF after we export it, just to make sure nothing went weird. We're not missing a picture, like everything looks good. We can also do some spell proofing and check it out. Okay. Next, we're going to go to the options section. And we are not going to worry about having embed page thumbnails, okay, because we have a design suite that everything is linking to. We don't need to embed page thumbnails. All right. We're going to optimize it for fast web view, though. We're going to make sure that one's checked, okay, so that our client can open it nice and fast and easy. We're going to leave off create tagged PDF, and we're going to leave off create Acrobat layers. No one's going to need to edit it, so they don't need layers. Okay, so the only thing we'll have checked in this options section is optimize for fast web view. And we're going to leave the export layers at its default. For include, we're also going to leave this empty because we don't need to include any of these extra things for our client. Okay, they don't need them. They won't even understand what they mean. And we're going to go ahead and hit export. Boop. All right. Once we export it, it'll take just a couple seconds, maybe a minute, and you are going to see a PDF version of your project. Okay, that'll pop up for you. And you see it's in 2 pages. It's in front and back. And you'll be able to see like how everything looks without the guidelines on it, see if anything's messed up, see if anything got cut off, use your editing eye and see if there's anything you need to fix. If it looks perfect, then cool. We can just minimize that and it's already living in the folder it should be living in. All right. So next, let's make our high resolution PDF. This one is going to go to our printer. Thank you, Isaac. I'm gonna refresh my email. Holy cow, I have 100 new emails. And I don't think that's an over-exaggeration. Oh my God, that happened in one day. One day. Let's see, yours hasn't come through yet. I'll have to refresh it in a little bit. Maybe it'll pop up. All right. That was weird. Okay, next up, we're gonna do the high-res PDF. So again, I'm gonna click on the document because right now my computer's still set to preview. I'm going to go File, and again, Export. Click. All right, this time, I'm going to take it into folder 06. Where's that folder? All right, folder 06, high res PDF for the location. And again, I'm still gonna make it an Adobe PDF print. And please let me know if I'm going too fast. Ben also needs help and is sending me an email. Let me refresh my screen. I don't see your emails yet. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hit save. And now you see we have the exact same menu. So for this one, for our Adobe PDF preset, the very top option, we're gonna change it to highest quality print. Highest quality print. For pages, again, we're gonna select all. And again, for export as, we're gonna select spreads. Okay. We are gonna still leave create separate PDF files unchecked. We do not want that. We want one nice file. For viewing, we're gonna leave view and layout at default. And we are going to, again, view our PDF after exporting. Thank you, Ben. Ah, I see it now, Ben. All right. And then let's see, what's the other different thing? On this one, in options, again, we're going to optimize for fast web view. Oh, no, we're not going to optimize for fast web view. We're going to turn that off. All right. When we take it to the printer, we don't need it optimized for fast web view. They're going to have a computer system that manages to handle everything, and they won't need that, and it'll just make your version look a little less perfect. And the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to create a tagged PDF. All right, so make sure that create tagged PDF is checked in your options. And again, we're going to leave the default. Okay, next, we're going to also leave include everything unmarked and not include. And don't hit export just yet because we still got another setting to do. All right. Next, over here on the left menu, you'll see that General is highlighted because that's currently the one we're in. We're going to go to Marks and Bleeds. We're going to click on that one. Thank you, Hunter. All right, we're going to click on Marks and Bleeds. And over here, Marks and Bleeds, underneath Marks, we're going to check the box that says All Printers Marks. Check, and then it checks all of them. All right, for our bleed, we're going to go down here to bleed. And we can click use document bleed settings, but I like to make sure that it's just right. So see, I can click that one. And then they're all set to 5 millimeters, just like we had them in our project. Okay, we are not going to include the slug area because we didn't put a slug area in when we made the document in the first place. And then we're going to go ahead and hit export. Click. Again, we're going to get a PDF of our image, and this time you'll notice the PDF is a little different. Okay, you'll notice that there are some markings on here. Let me zoom in. Ah, what did I just do? Okay, so we have some new markings. We have a grayscale. Okay, this is for the printer to calibrate their printer to our settings. This is our blackest black all the way to our whitest white. So that is how they can use to, I just said the word, calibrate. There we go. We also have colors. We have yellow, magenta, cyan, and then we have like a dark cyan. We have green, red, black, yellow, light yellow, vibrant light magenta, light cyan, and then a gray. These are standard calibration colors so that they can, again, make sure that their printer is calibrated to our screens. Okay. You guys will also see that there are these little lines right here. See these little dashes? That is your fold line. That is where the pages will fold. So the printer is going to use those to fold. You'll also notice you have this kind of target thing. And then there's another one on the side. That is the center. All right, so that is the center of the height and the width. Other lines that you will notice is you have two lines, one vertical, one horizontal, and they're kind of spaced out. This is the printer's cut line. All right, this is where they cut the page of the document. And you'll see they cut right here underneath the calibration mark. So the calibration mark isn't going to mess up your piece. And then this line right here that's right above it, all right, this horizontal and vertical line, this is your bleed. Okay, that's where your bleed goes to. So you should see on the page where my bleed goes, see how it goes right to that line? You see that? So the point in which they crisscross, and then here is my cut line. So it's going to cut off right before the end of that picture. Okay, and you'll see it has that on each individual page. And that's it. That is how you create a high-res and a low-res PDF of your project. You do not need to resubmit that with those in there. If you want extra credit, feel free to resubmit it and pop it in there. And that is it for this morning's session. Oh no, actually that's not it for this morning's session. I wanted to show you how to do the setting for text and spelling. Okay, because Amanda Ilton's mom was nice enough to show us how to do it, and she discovered it herself, just teaching herself how to use Adobe InDesign. So in order to do that, you first need to be obviously in your InDesign document, and you need to select the text tool. Okay, then you need to go and click on the text that you want to make the change to. I should really turn her off because Leo's not even here. And then you are going to right-click and go down to the option that says spelling. And then you can just go to check spelling. You can also check autocorrect so that it's always up, or you can just check spelling and then it'll tell you if you have any issues. All right, I'm gonna hit start. And nothing came up, so I don't have any spelling errors, and done. Pretty cool, right? All right. So that is that. That is this morning's session. I will see you guys this afternoon.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, Ben and Isaac, I got your email. Thank you, guys. Let me go through and answer those.
See ya, ma'am.
Bye. Yeah, Ben, I don't understand this at all, your email.
What do you mean?
What is this? You sent me a link to a website and then
Yeah, it's the photo. You click
Well-
on it and you download it. The photo.
I've never used this. Ah, what just happened? Ah. Save. Oh, it's your screenshot. Okay. This document's transparency blend space doesn't match the destination color space specified in the export Adobe settings. Ah, okay. Did you make your document in CMYK color value? Because if you made it in RGB, your color space doesn't match. That's what it's saying. And worst case scenario, I would just click OK and see what happens. All right, cool. So that's what that means. Isaac, let's see what yours is. Windows cannot open the file. The compression zipped folder is invalid. Interesting. And so it won't let you download it into Google Classroom. Is that the problem, Isaac?
It won't let me open it in InDesign.
Weird. What if you go to InDesign and then you go to File Open and then open your file? Does it still work?
Let me see, let me check.
Because usually for a compressed file, you have to double click on it to open it. And then you can pick just that one part out of 4 and open it. Compressed files are supposed to stay compressed on your desktop. So yeah, you might just need to double click it to uncompress it and then open the file.
It doesn't pop up in the open.
Probably because it's still compressed. So go to
Okay,
that
how do
compressed file with the zipper
Uh-huh.
on it and just double click it and it should give you a folder.
Oh, Miss Poor, I'm sorry.
Yeah? Don't be sorry.
I just stuck around because I was a little less confident in my project. I just wanted you to see, just look at it. Maybe it was somewhere I could have improved.
Okay. Did you already turn it in or do you want to share your screen?
I did turn it in, but I could still just share my screen. I don't know how that's gonna work. Let me see. No. Okay, present.
Oh, but the
Okay, I'm back.
but when I try and open it,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't pop up in InDesign when I try and open it.
No,
And put the file in, just like the file, that's where the error comes from.
okay, so I might need you to share your screen too. So you're clicking on the zipped folder. You're double clicking on it. And then does it give you another folder that you can see?
No, it just brings up the error.
Oh, weird. Uh-oh. Can you email me that entire zipped folder?
It's in Google Classroom. That's the one I sent. It's
Okay.
in the scamp design thing.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
I'm right clicking. Doesn't give me any options that I see.
Oh, you named your zip file wrong too. You're supposed to have first name, last name, and then the artist name. Desktop, zip archive. Okay.
Oh, it's just Michael Beard.
Okay, let's see. Where's the file? Here it is. Oh, you zipped it in there. That's why you're having a problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Ooh, you're not supposed to zip it in there. All you want to do is zip the main folder, not all the other stuff in there.
All right.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Do you still have access to the original file?
The original? Yeah, I have the original, but it doesn't like. It's not edited. It's not like the one that's there.
Oh, shoot. And now you can't even get in to access that one, huh?
No.
Oh, dang it. I would look in, if you're able to, you might not be able to do it, look into your like older versions of this, like see if you can look into its history. If you go to, I think it's Get Info. Open with archive utility. That's what we were trying. Name extensions, more info. It's not showing me a history either. It's just showing me when you zipped it. Okay. What if I unlock it? Oh, here, do you see where it says extract all? Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I saw extract. Do I
Yeah.
click?
What happened when you hit extract?
Cannot complete the compress zip folders extraction wizard.
Poop. Did you do that with everything? There's no layouts in
It
your
says
layout
finish.
folder.
It says finish or cancel as my options to click.
Interesting.
Click finish.
Yeah, try it. Also, you forgot to put your scamp layout in there in your layouts folder. Everything else looks good.
Oh, okay. So it's just that.
Yeah, just when you
Did you do
finish
it?
that, let me know when you turn it back in, when you resubmit it.
So should I just redo it from the previous?
I would try to see if you can find an older, a slightly older version of it. Kevin, you're still showing your screen.
Yeah, I know. I ain't after this. I just wanted to, go to my next class.
Of course.
I wanted to be prepared.
All right, go ahead and show me. One of the main thoughts that I had. Let's see. One of the main thoughts that I had is the red is kind of hard to read.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking of switching it to white because that's what I did for most of the text. It was either
Okay.
black.
Yeah.
Because
So you have full pages of images, and they are combating the text every time you have them. Like page number 4 is quite a nice layout. Your other page, I think it's number 6, is a nice layout. But on your other pictures, the text is fighting with the image, and it makes it really difficult to view.
Okay, that I can understand.
Yeah, and you should have elements there throughout that kind of emulate his style. Right now, you just kind of have nicely organized boxes, and it's not really reflective of his style. He uses these like thick, bold black shapes, and then against a very vibrant color. I would even maybe like I would even do titles, in thick black bold font with like a really bright like maybe a drop shadow, but one that's not blurred out, one that's like, you know, has no blur and is like a bright, vibrant color underneath. So you almost have that like pop against the black and the light. You could even have like pops of color, or like he does a lot of color blocking where it's just like one flat color. You know, you could have different sections of colors going across each of the pages even, you know, like big fat strips.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that might help carry it through it just a little better.
Okay, I do understand. Is there anything I can do to like fix the immediate problems of like the text?
Yeah, I think for his name, if you want to keep it red, I would make it a little bigger, a little bolder, and I would put a black drop shadow or a white drop shadow underneath. Where it says Victory 1945, that text, there's like the one text box on the top left-hand corner, and then there's the two underneath it and the one to the right. I would move the two underneath it and the one to the right over to the right-hand side so that I can see that image unobstructed.
Okay,
Go
so you
ahead.
want me to move this side to the right?
Well, not necessarily. Like, keep the one that says the piece, Victory 1945 by Shigeru Fukuda. Keep that one there, but move the other three.
This one.
Yeah. You also have hyphenation happening.
Yes.
So, and then
just
click
how
the,
to get rid of it, but I just couldn't remember how. And
yes, you're gonna go to, let's see. Also take all three now that are on the right-hand side and lower them down. All three of those text boxes.
the way like I organized the text boxes was kind of like the way I was talking. So that's why it was hard for me to like find a specific order without trying to mess up the picture. I didn't want the words to go out of order from what I was saying.
Yeah, and keep them in order, but maybe have them in that kind of layout. Because now you see it interrupts the picture a lot less.
Got you.
Okay, hyphenation. Let me find. Okay, if text is hyphenating. So you're going to go to, let me see, which one is it? I want to say it's paragraph. Yes. So if you go to the paragraph toolbar, on the very bottom, you'll see, well, first of all, click on your text, and then go to the paragraph toolbar, and then there is a button that says unhyphenate. No, not there, on the right-hand side.
Oh, on the right-hand side. Okay, I see.
Yeah. The one right on, no, not paragraph styles, paragraph.
Paragraph?
Yes.
Preflight.
You don't have the right one up.
I don't?
Yeah, it's not there.
That's tough.
You want to go to, let's see, where is paragraph? Window.
Oh, no, I found it. I figured which one it was.
Good. There you go. You see on the very bottom where it has a checkbox that says hyphenate, just uncheck that. Yeah, and then so select the box where it's hyphenating.
Oh, and then
and uncheck it for each one. Very good.
Got you.
And see, now you have overset text in that box. You see how it gave you an error?
I do.
Yep. And then don't forget the last one and go through the rest of them and make sure that they're not hyphenated. All right. I hope that helps.
It does help. It does help. That's why I stay back. All right. And sorry about the lateness of the assignment. I was so confused on how to turn it in. Like, it kept popping up an error for me, and I was like, I should email her. Then I realized it was like 10:30 at night, and I was like, I should not email her. It was just bad, but I do appreciate the help.
Of course. Yeah, think about something to make it a little bit more powerful is I want you to think about some kind of visual element you can work throughout the piece to tie each page to each page. Because right now, they're very different things on each page. You know what I mean? Like, there's not consistent flow. And the areas where you have a photograph with text overlaying it, the text is just fighting with the picture. That's all it's doing.
Yeah, like I know how to incorporate a picture while still having the text like visible and not like this.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you could too, like, let's say, for example, the picture you have up right now of him on the right of your screen. You could even crop that picture out a little bit. You could go into Photoshop, remove the background, so it's just a picture of him, and then like move it to the side a little bit, and then have all that text around him instead of having this border and this blue line and stuff that you're fighting with, you know?
Mhm. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, got you. Well, it's going to be hard for me to do that for right now, but I will definitely try to go back onto this project and edit it a little bit more.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you again for the help, Ms. Flora.
Anytime.
See you later.
Bye.